travesty here. This is terrible. Look, this guy Augustus acted like a clown tonight, but he also acted like a fighter. He also fought like a fighter, and he won this damn fight.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan, and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Bang bang. Who are you, Jermaine Taylor?
That's what he does.
What?
Jermaine Taylor do that? Oh.
How you doing, guys? It's time for Lee Selby versus Fernando Montiel. Fernando Montiel.
Yeah, Fernando.
Lee Selby won his title against Guranovic.
Yes.
In a pretty impressive performance.
Phenomenal performance.
Match was gonna go sky high with Lee Selby until Uncle Al came knocking at the door. No word for sure. This fight is with Matchroom and Al Heyman.
Or is it both?
But it has to be, because he's got a contract, but there's been no clarification still with this fight. This fight is in America on a PBC card on a Wednesday, guys. So check your Sky listings, because it's on Sky, so everyone's going to be late for work on Monday morning. So choose Thursday morning.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Ade, what do you think of this fight?
It's good that you touched on that issue with Matchroom and Al Heyman, because I'm still extremely confused. Again, I've not watched too many interviews with Eddie Hearn, so I'm guessing I'm sure he's probably clarified it in one of them. So if anyone knows what's really going on, tell us below, because I'm a bit confused. Because for me, if you're with someone, i.e. Lee Selby was with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn will surely want his first fight to be on home soil against someone to kind of parade him as the new world champion. But you're right, Uncle Al's came and said, we like you, Mr. Welsh Mayweather. And now Mayweather's retired, you never know. He's in a position to light up America, and his fighting style is one they might just like over there.
The thing about Uncle Al, and like,
should we start calling him that?
I always call him Uncle Al. Look at all my comments, I always call him Uncle Al.
I've called him God, which is a bit blasphemous. I've called him God.
The thing about Uncle Al, which really shows something about boxing, is that when he comes knocking, you answer.
It seems like it, doesn't it, right now?
Nah, seriously, I know what the point I'm making is, he is tremendously powerful, where he seems to circumvent himself into any contract, any TV deal, any promotional agreement you ever thought you had, he can circumvent.
Yeah, I think we have, not just him, I think they're the best lawyers in the world. And I think if your contract, for example, this is a stupid example, but if your contract's 10 grand a week, I think it says here's 100. Yeah. He just forgets the talking, sign.
And like, regardless what you think of him, the amount of money his fighters get paid for average walk in the park fights is better than most fighters get at main events.
Agreed.
He's doing something well. So the point I'm making is Lee Selby's made a business decision for himself, but now he's in a tough division, match tough, away from home. That's how it should be. No, but I'm just saying, it's not.
You know my thing about
not the walk in the park again.
I agree, and it's a voluntary again. But you know my thing about world titles. They should be that way. They should be matched that difficult. I don't think. Look, almost i.e. what Carl Frampton was matched when he went over, and everyone's laughing at the performance, but that's because he was matched pretty tough, and that's what you get. You get a tough performance. It's weird that you say about their pay, because you're right, these guys seem to be getting paid more for being on free TV than if they were on a pay-per-view fight. They're getting paid very good money, and all power to them. At least Selby, I think, is 28, he's not as, he looks like he's about 21, but I don't think he's that, you know what I mean? I think he's quite old-ish. And if I'm him, I'm thinking, look, Eddie Hearn keeps banging on to me about Warrington. Well, no disrespect, there's Abnormal, Santa Cruz, there's Lemonchenko, there's Nito Donaire, there's Nicholas Waters. They're all over there. That's where I need to be, and sometimes you've got to go where you need to be to progress your career. And I think if he wins this fight, which I think he will, and we're going to get to the fight in a minute, he puts himself in the position where big money in America for even Abnormals, even though he's coming off a loss, still a great fight. Do you know what I mean? But I really want to see him against Santa Cruz.
But the similar point that I mentioned in the video we done before this, which was the Terry Flanagan video, is that same thing. It's a world title. It's not a regional title. Know what I mean? So if you're a world champion, you've got to experience the world and see what's out there. Lee Selby is tremendously talented. And the art of boxing is to hit and not get hit. He's made good fighters look pretty crap. Not
Bronca and Granovich, he's made look.
No, I mean, he makes them miss, he makes them pay, he spins them around, he walks around, his hands are a little low, he looks silky, you're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna hit this guy, and you can't. But now he's on the road. I saw a documentary of him, and he was sparring. I think he was sparring at the Wild Card. They were sparring at one gym in America, and he was like, "Oh, the style was different, and this was different." The point I'm making is the comfort zone's now gone.
Yes, agreed. The
comfort zone is now gone. He's now in an environment whereas his style is based on rhythm and being relaxed and that supreme confidence, that counter-punching ability. Taking away all the creature comforts, taking away, let's be fair, he's never really been the main event. He's been on the undercard against or co-main event or on a bumper card where there's 5 world titles or whatever it was, and they all start together. He has to do this role by himself. Fernando Montiel is a very good fighter. And I think it's a fight he can win if Selby was in his own element. But adding in all the other elements, aka distractions, can this be a bump in the road?
It's funny you say that because he's manager. What's his name again?
Chris Sandoval.
What he's done early, and this is before Selby even became world titleist, he's taken him to America to get the sparring. So he's done it very early.
You said documentary on
So he's taken him to America very early to kind of say, okay, get integrated and let's see what you can do. And what I like about them is they're a very close-knit team down in Wales. There isn't flashy, there isn't much entourage. I've interviewed him 2 or 3 times, and he comes in, he doesn't just come in with 10 or 15, it just comes with him, his brother, his trainer and someone else. There's only 4 or 5 of them, so they're a very close-knit company. Every time Fernando Montiel was stepped up, he's lost. Johnny Gonzalez, he lost.
About 10 years
ago, he's lost. Do you know what I mean? There's others on that name as well. And I think it's a fight where Lee Selby's there to look very good. Yes, it's going to be tough, as it should be, but Lee Selby will come through.
Okay, one thing I will say though, that Johnny Gonzalez, big puncher.
Oh, huge puncher.
Donaire, big puncher.
Yeah.
Lee Selby, good puncher. Or maybe they say average puncher. I'm not trying to insult Lee Selby.
Yeah.
When you got a good fighter like Fernando Montiel and you hit hard and you go points with him, you've got enough to keep him honest. But obviously he's still fighting back. Does Selby have enough to keep Montiel honest? I don't know. I know Selby's slicker than what Montiel's ever seen.
Yeah.
In terms of, that's it, Selby really gets hit. But if you don't have something to keep the top guys off you, they will keep coming for 12 rounds. Gradovich was a bull in a china shop. I mean, he was a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Send him down that road, he's gonna go 100% straight, 100 miles per hour. Give him a little angles, then you could trick him. Montiel is not one-dimensional.
Agreed.
Montiel is not gonna go at one angle or just charge down the middle of the ring. There's we talked about routes before in loads of videos and what you can do, what you can't do. For Lee Selby, Gradovich was the perfect foil for him. Montiel's not.
What have we said though? Every single sub fight, what have we said?
We need to see what that when he gets hit. We need to step up.
Not only that, but we've said one thing equally. Watching both of us, said this guy's not out of second gear yet.
Yeah, not second gear. Yeah. Oh,
we've said that we need to see this guy step up into gears. So I agree 100% with what you're saying. Montiel brings a different kind of dynamic, a different style. But I've said that Selby beat world-class fighters, and Gradovich is that. Gradovich was IBS World Fighter of the Year. Bronco was pretty decent as well.
I think before the Selby fight, I think Gradovich fairly ranked a top 7 or 6 ranking
in that division. There you go. That division's full of a lot of people. He beat Gradovich, embarrassing. Yes, it's a ball in the challenge. Yes, it's someone that comes head first. But regardless, he deterred him not by punching power, but making him look silly. And I think that's what he's going to do to Fernando Montiel. I think he's going to show him angles that a lot of those guys in that division do not do. And I think it's going to be quite embarrassing.
That's it. I like Selby.
I love him.
But the thing about me, as much as I like Selby,
that's what he does sometimes.
As much as I like Selby, I like boxing more. And when I look at boxing, I look at the elements of both sides of the table. Not just one side of my favourite fight or the guy I think is going to win. And I think that, yes, Selby's going to win this fight. But I'm just saying that I don't think it's going to be the type of fight he really thought he was going to have, or the type of fight he would have got in the UK. So
it's a tricky one. But Lee Selby, for me, knows there's no going back now. When you're in that division, there's no going back.
Lee Selby, I commend him. Like I said, fight your peers. I commend him. I'm not taking everything from Selby. I think Selby's tremendous. But I'm just saying, though, you've got to look at the actual fight what's put on the paper.
But I think that Lee Selby, to get those $1 million fights that he wants, a big purse, this is a hurdle he has to come over, and I think he will overcome it. I think it will get tricky. Probably Frampton tricky. I don't think it'll get put down like that, but I think it'll be, you have those kind of gut checks. But I expect Selby to show what he's got, and I think Selby's got a lot.
Take out Gradovich and Bronco. Okay, forget take them out. Put them in. Where would you rate Selby's last top opponent to Fernando Montiel in levels?
Gradovich is higher than Montiel.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Gradovich is higher than Montiel.
That close?
No, it's close. It's close.
Are you talking based on the pressure or based on the style or based on the technical?
Based on what have you done lately? Montiel, as good as he was, what have you done lately? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I rate Gradovich just higher, but look, it's a tough fight. That's what we like. No, we don't want to see these easy bumps. How much do we moan when we see these gimme fights? We can't. We go mad. Yeah. So
I'm going to work late on Thursday, so yeah, I'm not missing it.
All right, call it.
I'm going for Lee Selby on points. In a tougher than expected battle, but I think overall, Selby will make him miss, make him pay. Fernando Montiel will get frustrated in late rounds and will not know what to do after around 8 or 9, and then Selby would lead the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'm kind of going with that actually. I was going to go with a late stoppage, but I'm kind of going with that. I think it'll be tough early, and then Selby does what he does, which is get confident, get that movement, get around. Once he's realised, okay, I'm on away soil, I think he'll get confident and start just doing what he does. And that start picking people apart. And hopefully it's a really good display where we get something big for Selby next year, which I think we will, and it won't be Josh Warrington.
Well, definitely not. Yeah. Eddie has been pushing that Josh Warrington fight for ages now. Yeah, since the signing and say, oh yeah, next year big summer fight. Yeah, it's done. Not happening. It's not done. It's done. Unless Josh Warrington wins a major world title, or knocks out a major star, or 2, that fight is not happening.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, there you go, guys. This is Lee Selby's debut, and again, we don't know how and why he's fighting in America, but we think he's signed to Al Heyman. I'm sure he has. Alright, there you go, guys. So Lee Selby next week Wednesday, PBC debut. Fernando Montiel. Tough fight, but we're both going for Lee Selby to win the Welsh Mayweather. Now Mayweather's retired. I wonder if they call him that. I wonder if they call him that. I wonder if they'll call him the Welsh Mayweather. Anyway, leave your comments below. Tell us what you think. Lee Selby, has he got a chance against the likes of Abner Mars, Santa Cruz, Lamanchenko, Nicholas Walters? Not yet for me, that one. That one's the axe murderer for a reason. Tell us what you think. Email, subscribe, tweet. Thanks a lot. Cheers.